make rasam. There are different varieties of rasam. They're in south. So there is Andhra style rasam, there is chettinad style rasam, there is Iyengar style rasam, there is Udupi style rasam, and many more over there. So today I will show you one of the basic rasam, which it's a very homemade rasam. This rasam is not heavy, and this has a lot of digestive enzymes in that, so you can have it along with your meal, like with rice or something, or also after your meal, after you finished a heavy meal. So if you drink along with that, it really helps you stimulate the digestive enzymes, and you can digest off. So the main key ingredients over here are pepper, cumin, and fenugreek. These are the main key ingredients. So before we go into how to make this, we will make one powder called the rasam powder, and we will first prepare that. Okay, so now to make rasam powder, some of the key ingredients are like the cilantro or the dhania seeds or the coriander seeds, the fenugreek, pepper, then cumin. So I have taken like tur dal. Tur dal I have taken 1/8 of a cup, or somewhere close to 2 spoons, and 1 heapful of dhania seeds, and 1 spoon, a spoon of methi seeds, half a cup. This is a half a cup of jeera, the same portion of pepper corns. So this is again another half a cup. 4 to 5 red chilies, depends upon the spice of the chili, and then kind of 10 to 11 curry leaves. So all these things are to be dry roasted. So let me take it over to the hot pan. So I have placed a hot pan, and now I'm going to dry roast this. So first for dry roasting, add some tur dal, that's 1/8 cup. Then let's roast a little bit of dhania, and then our methi seeds. So these are the first few which goes along with red chili, and then a bunch of curry leaves. So now let's roast them. So we are dry roasting this. We need not add any oil because this is dry roast. So once the aroma comes and you feel that this is crisp enough, the curry leaves do not change color, they just start to heat up. Just dry roast, probably like around 2 minutes. So when you can smell the aroma as well as this getting done. So once this gets, and a few of them also starts spluttering. So basically you make the pan hot enough so that once it goes in, right, it starts roasting. And make sure you are tossing it, and do not leave it there because the colors would change on one side. So I can smell now dhania and red chili as well as cumin, as well as curry leaves roasting. So some of the methi seeds starts fluttering. That's when you know it's good to go. So at this point, switch off, and after you switch off, add 1 cup of pepper and 1 cup of jeera. So basically this goes only after it's switched off. So in the same warmth or the same heat which is there in the pan, and along with that we are going to toss it around and it roasts in that heat. So basically we do not give too much heat to dry roast jeera and pepper, so they are relatively less roasted when compared to the rest. So once this is done, allow it to cool down, and once it's cool enough, we can put it into a blender and blend it to not a fine powder but to a coarse powder. Okay, so I have put everything in this blender, so I'm going to fine coarsely powder this one. So this is the consistency that you get after grinding it. So once the powder is done, you can put it into an airtight container, and either you can fridge it, or you can put it into the refrigerator, or you can also store it outside. If it's for a longer period of time, you're not going to use it like every day, then much better if you can pop it into your fridge so that the aroma stays intact. Otherwise, if you're just using on a daily basis, then you can keep it in your shelf too. So this is the rasam powder which is ready. So with this, let me show you how we are making the rasam. Okay, I have taken like around 3 tomatoes. So if I have mashed this, so I can say it comes around 500 ml of kind of, it's not a puree, it's a mashed tomato. So tomatoes are in big chunks and pieces. So I take the plum tomatoes, and along with that goes in a few pods of garlic, around 8 to 10 pods of garlic. Again, so different types of rasam use garlic or no garlic. So Udupi style and the Iyengar style of rasam do not, but the one which I usually prepare, we prepare it with the garlic. Basically this is the key ingredient for that digestive kind of effect which it gives. So, and its aroma is also something very pleasant, so I like it. So here goes. So I have already and this is not grinded, or it's just like, again, I have just kind of made it this consistency. So you just can have to put this around 8 to 10 pods. If you do not like the garlic coming in your way, you can grind it also, but again I prefer this way. And then you go with another generous amount of cilantro. So these are the main ingredients which goes into this. So now the remaining is what you are adding water. So for almost this, I will add around 3 cups of water. So I'm going to distribute like 3 cups of water in different ways. So I'm putting 1 cup of water, and I have already taken out the extract of these. This is the moong, the sprouted moong. I just gave it a boil, and then whatever extract which came, I'm taking 1 cup of that. So this is the sprout extract. So I'm going to add 1 cup of it. And then I am also taking, this is the Horsegram. Again, this is very high in nutrition and vitamins. So again, I have taken 1 cup of this. So I'm going to take another 1 cup of this water. So we have to add a tamarind. So the tamarind, I'm going to put like 1 paste. Usually I make at home tamarind paste. So if otherwise you have a store-bought tamarind concentrate, you can get that one. It's again to taste. So since tomato also has the same sour effect, so I'm going to balance that with the tamarind. It depends if somebody likes too much of sour stuff, so you can go with this. And then mix it. And then you have salt. So again, salt to taste. So basically go light on the salt, because I mean it depends upon your taste though, but yes, so to avoid the sodium content in your food, just go light on the salt. So once this is done, this is all ready. So we have this ready. So now for this amount, like 3 tomatoes, I put 3 big heap spoons of rasam powder. 1, 2, and then 3. Okay, so now to make tadka, just put a dollop of any oil, so ghee or coconut oil or sesame oil or groundnut oil, whichever oil. So traditionally rasam they use sesame oil, and depends on which part of India you belong to, and based on that they use the oil. So, and then to this let's add little bit of mustard seeds and jeera seeds go in. So just stir it just so that it crackles, and so now add little bit of red chili and then curry leaves and allow it to splutter. While you splutter in, add a little bit of hing, that's asafoetide. Just while the aroma comes out. So the pre-prepared extract can be now added in. Okay, initially I had added like around 3 cups of liquid, that is 1 cup of water and 3 cups of the millet extracts. So now I've added another 2 more cups so that, and I checked for salt and sourness for taste, and then we can do. So the most important part of this rasam is basically you don't allow it to boil. Can you see these bubbles across the sides? So it's just about to boil, and it's just like, you know, it just starts. So just give like a minute just for the bubbles to come up. So once this comes up, just this much, so you're not letting it to boil. So just this much, switch it off and give it one stir, and then get the lid on. So now put the lid on, so all the aroma has been captured and your rasam is ready. So we have this yummy delicious rasam. So you can have it, serve it with rice, or you can also drink it. So thanks everyone. Thank you for watching.